taken many millions of years to get to this point, and through many Pantheon of Beings coming together over many millions of years and focusing and building technologies and developing new cultures and civilizations to get to this point. Earth was at this point, but a great war came along and destroyed all the potential that was built here.
Okay.
And the creative force and light was so impacted by that extreme of polarity that it had to come through these forces of light and spaceship technology and all the civilizations that joined forces to bring the light here. That's how bad the negativity has been here. And the last 100 years, particularly the 20th century, much negativity was focused on our civilization to shut it down. And this is why. So, this is the basis of the Paroxysmal Sun.
Okay.
So we don't have any doubts about what is happening in terms of bringing together the two forces now to resolve the conflict. Finally, there is a resolution, and it's not a simplistic thing. It's been very complex, but looking at it from planet Earth's perspective, it has become very complex in terms of the psyche of the human race and the amount of damage and unravelling that has to be done in order to get them back to their full potential. No blame intended. No blame intended. It's all going to be resolved, and whatever people may think in their belief systems, unity and justice will prevail. That's all I've got to say.
These negative beings did this, like, you know, what was their
motivation?
Yeah, like, you know.
Because they wanted to control this new symbolic lotus of Earth opening up into a new consciousness. They wanted to control the mutation of all the DNA accumulated over the 6 billion years.
So it was about power, or?
It's about polarisation and power and control. And the Pantheon of Light said you can't do that. It is out of the question. So therefore the conflict was set up. So they worked through humanity. Humanity was torn from here to there. And all this stuff that's on the planet that human beings believe is perhaps true, perhaps not. There are aspects about it that is, that isn't. So all that is now, from now on, will be all worked through, and the reality of cosmic legacy will be understood.
Okay. So, I mean, why wasn't humanity informed of this? Because
humanity was always the last to know. Once they were denied light and love, unconditional love, they were never informed. They were just slaves, turning the status quo into a more and more profitable machine to create the necessary technologies to avert what is actually happening now. So would you say that we once were very aware of our cosmic legacy, and then, like, what changed that? What stopped that process unfolding? I'd say probably the civilizations in prior to the ancient times that we referred to, like the Egyptian and Greek Roman civilizations. Prior to that, there was quite a break. Yes. Those civilizations were the remnants prior to those of light. They broke down. It took probably many thousands of years for those to break down. But what has actually happened is that the history recorded has been lost in that thing, between those two realities. Now, you've got to realise reality from an extraterrestrial perspective can be slotted in or slotted out, and they can do it through the mind. So we have no recollection of those paths. We only have minuscule ideas of beautiful civilization that Greece and Rome and Egypt represented. They were beautiful, but they were still warlike mentality. Yes. So you've got to realise prior to that there was no war mentality. It was the expression of love and beauty and art and music was all, and sexuality was explosive. Now it became a kind of a polarised aspect of those past civilizations that we live now. Okay. So we are going back to that. And just, I mean, like, what would you say is happening today in, like,
like right now with the world and in relation to all of this?
Well, in relation to all the information that's coming out, and it seems like an enormous amount of information and conflicting information. You always get that. When you mix ingredients, it never comes together perfectly until one day it will all just come together and the information will be very much focused. And because we don't have the information, humanity thinks they have the information, but they don't, because the information's in the hands of the Pantheon. When they bring the information down, they'll expose the negativity for what it is, and people who have utilised its power will begin to see what they've actually done, and what it's actually done to them. That is not a form of punishment. We're not here, they're not here to make judgment about this.
No.
If people want to make judgments about it, then they're on the wrong track. Okay. This is about unconditional love, it's about transition, and it's about a new world. And those people who did all these things to each other and all the terrible things that have happened will be resolved. Never forgotten, but forgiven, yes.
Enjoyed our chat today, and so this is the book here, The Paroxysmal Sun. It's published by Melrose Books in the UK, and it's available through Amazon. And also there's a CD that comes with the first 1,000 copies of the book. It's composed and written by Dana, and it's just music to inspire the overall effect and feel of the information in the book. So yeah.
Thank you.